Who broke the nose of the Great Sphinx? The Great Sphinx is one of the most famous ancient Egyptian monuments. O Sphinx, ages have passed over you, and you have lived on Earth to its very limits. This is how the Prince of Poets, Ahmed Shawqi, described the Sphinx, the greatest and most iconic sculpture of all time. The Sphinx traces its name to the ancient Egyptian word Gugon, meaning the messenger of terror, and to Bu-Hul, meaning the place of the god. It was also known as Ruti, associated with the sun god. During the Middle Kingdom, it was called Shesep-Ankh, meaning the living statue. The Greeks later named it Sphinx, and that name spread to all languages. For thousands of years, it has stood proudly in its place. Carved from limestone, the statue has the body of a lion, symbol of strength, and the head of a human, symbol of wisdom. It was sculpted during the reign of King Khafre, K-A-F-R-E, around 2625 to 2600 BC, measuring 73 meters long, 19 meters wide, and 20 meters tall, making it one of the most important historical and touristic landmarks in the world. Since the 18th century, the Sphinx has been missing its nose, and countless stories, rumors, and legends have tried to explain who broke it. So, who really destroyed the Sphinx's nose? Because of the monument's great symbolic value, some tried to blame British or German armies, as the Battle of El Alamein took place on Egyptian soil during World War II. But this rumor was dismissed. The Sphinx had already lost its nose since 1886, and the battle took place far away, in the northwest of Egypt. A sketch of the Sphinx drawn by the Orientalist Frederick Louis Norden in 1737 clearly shows the statue without a nose. Another popular, almost certain story claimed that the nose was destroyed by French artillery during Napoleon Bonaparte's campaign in 1798 as punishment for the Egyptians who revolted against the French. But this story is disproven by Norden's drawings, made 61 years before Napoleon's arrival, which already showed the Sphinx without a nose. There's also a theory that natural erosion caused the nose to fall off, as it was the weakest point of the statue. However, Egyptologist Bassem El-Shamma confirmed that the nose was deliberately broken. The upper portion has a large hole on one side and a smaller hole on the other, suggesting that tools were used to pry it off. As for erosion, it may explain why the Sphinx's beard fell, since archaeologist Giovanni Battista found it buried in the sand between its paws in 1817, and it is now displayed in the British Museum. There are many miniature Sphinx statues from ancient Egypt. One appears here, carved from basalt and displayed in the Louvre Museum. The final and most credible account was recorded by the Egyptian historian al-Makrizi in his book Al-Muwayyiz wa el-Itibar. He tells a story that appears closest to the truth. In our time, there was a man known as Sheikh Mohammed Saim al-Dar, one of the Sufi monks of the Salahiyya Khanqa. Around 780 AH, 1378 AD, he attempted to eliminate certain idolatries and went to the pyramids, disfiguring and mutilating the face of the Sphinx. It remains so to this day. It seems that Saim al-Dar was angered by local people who offered offerings to the Sphinx seeking blessings for their harvest. When the ruler learned what his sheikh had done, he ordered his arrest, execution, and burial beside the Sphinx. Strangely, after the destruction of the nose, sand began to creep across the Giza Plateau until it covered vast areas that the Nile's waters once reached.